Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has made it clear that his SLP administration intends to fulfill the long overdue pledge of successive administrations to complete the construction of new halls of justice. The court system has been backlogged for years with lengthy pre-trial detentions, exacerbating overcrowding at the Bordelais Correctional Facility, where remand prisoners outnumber inmates serving time. The situation has been compounded by the pandemic. Director of Public Prosecutions Dasrian Green recently revealed that Saint Lucia has not held a jury murder trial since January 2020 owing to COVID-19 public health protocol restrictions due to confined court building spaces.
Presently, there are 327 persons on remand at our correctional facility as opposed to 172 penal. There are over 90 persons awaiting trial for the offense of murder, while we continue to struggle with the difficulty of finding appropriate housing for our courts.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre says there are allocations in the forthcoming budget to beef up the judiciary and turn the sword on a new court building.
In the budget, we have a provision for extra judges so that we can deal with the criminal backlog. The criminal backlog has been spoken about for a long time, but nothing had been done. In spite of our fiscal constraints, we are going to have a special court. In fact, we are liaising with the courts so that we can get our, I think there are scores of murder trials, court tonight, yeah? We're going to see if we can get going to relieve the backlog. And also this year, we're going to be turning the sword for the halls of justice. Because again, you have issues with court space. Because of COVID, juries have to be in panel at a particular social distance, and so we're going to be building a House of Justice.
Poor air quality at the aging buildings on Labrie and Paynier Streets eventually led to their abandonment. The Kenny Anthony executive would break ground on a proposed location along the Millennium Highway in 2016. Those plans were scrapped by the succeeding Alan Chasney administration, which initially earmarked the Cultural Centre grounds and later the historic Royal Jail, which was levelled to ground as sites for the judicial and police headquarters.
The court had always said that they are not appreciative of having the courthouse near the police headquarters because it doesn't seek to the doctrine of separation of powers. What will happen is the House of Justice are going to go in a particular location in that area, but the police headquarters will not be in the same area.
The legal fraternity has been shuffling around a number of commercial buildings in the capital as authorities grapple with the perennial problem of finding suitable accommodation and an environment conducive for jurists and court officers and the general public. These paltry conditions have fueled a chorus line of outcries about how slowly the wheels of justice turn in Saint Lucia. However, reforms are in the works with the electronic litigation portal to facilitate virtual court hearings and legislative amendments to allow trial by judge for some criminal offences. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.